Today I'm excited because I'm gonna make a bag for myself. I have this bag that I made in the channel, I think one of the first videos when I was still working only with my hands and not putting myself in the video. So I have this bag and I've used it all year round, probably a year and a bit now. Absolutely love it. I love some of the patchwork on the back. I love this little strip of dark denim. But what I don't like from the bag is that I put these straps that I actually bought in a hairdressery instead of actually making the straps. And look at how horribly faded they are. They're really, really bad. And also, I was carrying 2 laptops and some fabric and a jumper, and I swung the bag on my shoulder and it kind of got ripped a little bit here. It was too heavy. It's also a little bit filthy, so I'm gonna repair this one. I'm gonna put in the wash first and then I'm gonna repair it. But today I'm gonna make myself a replica. I love this, but I'm gonna make something a little bit more interesting. I'm really excited because this is not something I ever done in the channel or in general. So I have these scraps of denim that I've been using. This is a leg of a jeans, and this doesn't seem to be the same jeans, so it's probably something else. It's a different color. This is a part of a jacket that I already done in here in the channel. I did the upcycle with it. And I have these acrylic paints, gold, silver, bronze, and copper. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint the denim. It's acrylic, so it should be okay. I'm gonna paint stripes of the different colors. Hopefully they are gonna be quite saturated because I want it to be quite a thick paint. And then I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna cut it and make some awesome patchwork with it. I am super excited with it. If this works, this could be amazing. I saw this jacket a couple of years ago, and I think it was Van Noten that did it. And it was like this wool coat, and in the middle, it have like a paint of gold, like a really big strokes of paint. And I thought it was such a cool design. So the idea would be to kind of play around with these colors with all the denim. I have a few more pieces of denim, so I like to have both different colors, but different colors with the denim and different colors with the paint. So let me just now carry on bubbling around, and let's start painting. I need to get something to cover the table. Let me go and get a plastic. Yeah, let me go and get a plastic. I have this big brush. I put a plastic bag underneath, and I'm going to start with the gold because I want to. Oh, okay, all right. I think the best thing is, oh, okay, that's nice. Okay, okay. I don't know if I'm doing this right, but I love the color. Okay, okay. Probably I should put the color in a pot, but that's okay. Oh, that's it. Okay, okay. I'm sure that you people that know how to do this are screaming at me saying you should be doing this, you should be doing that. It seems to be like something on the bottom of the plastic that is catching and forming. I don't know if you can see, forming like a line there. So for now, all I want to do is to create, maybe doing longer straps. Okay. I just want to create color on the denim, and then I'll cut it into whatever it is that I want to do. I want it really saturated. Okay. And I'm gonna leave some spaces without it because it's not point. I mean, I want to really saturate it, but I want to show that it is denim. And I will be using some denim without color, I think. So this is just like a really cheap acrylic paint, because I wasn't sure if this was gonna work. So I thought I might as well just have a giggle and fun. Okay, you know what, I might do like an ombre thing and kind of, I don't know if you can see, hold on. I'm kind of really cleaning the brush with a bit of the so there's kind of a little bit going on. Okay, I don't have an idea of how I want it, so I'm gonna leave it like this, and I'm gonna start with a different paints. The idea is to cut some pieces and use some of the gold and use some of the one that is not really gold. I think I'm gonna try these two together, or maybe bronze. And then the silver, I'm gonna try the silver on a darker denim to have a little bit of a contrast. So I think I'm gonna do a little bit of copper with this one, a little bit of silver with that. But I like how saturated it is. I'm gonna put this piece away for it to dry, and then set it up with the iron. I think that's what I need to do. Okay, let me carry on. Okay, so I was right. This is the silver on dark denim. I don't know if it is that metallic in terms of the shimmer. I guess there's a little bit of shimmer. As I was just brushing it down, it catches some of the normal natural, how you call it, folds of the fabric. And I actually think it looks awesome like that. So you can see it catches more of the paint. Yeah, I quite like it. I'm gonna put it to dry and see if I want to put more more color, because as it's drying, I think it might actually need more. But I'm gonna try now the light one. I'm gonna try the light one. But yeah, very happy with that. So today my dog is not in the studio, so I could put him on the floor to dry. And I'm looking at the samples. I did this one. This one was the copper, and I didn't like it was too dark, so I used the bronze here, and I like that better. I do like the silver on dark, and I like the gold on dark. I'm gonna try this bronze on dark as well. Also, looking at the pieces, once I cut it and I do patchwork, I'm not sure I have enough. So I'm gonna get a little bit more of a dark denim. I have some scraps somewhere, and I'm gonna try to do a few more pieces and then let it to dry. And I think I need to iron them to set it up. I need to check online. I'll just go to the University of YouTube, as I always do. But I think these two are my favorite. Let's get some more fabric. So I'm trying different techniques. I have these pieces of denim that they're like cut-offs from some warehouse or whatever. And what I tried to do with this piece is just I drop some paint, and then I just pour it down. I'll show you. Okay, so this is the gold one. I quite like the shimmer. Let me put it to the dry. And this is a new piece. These pieces, I got them like that. They were in some kind of warehouse, and they were all pieces. Anyway, what I'm trying to do now is I'm actually dropping the paint on directly on the fabric. And by the way, I'm using the same brush on different colors. I don't care. So, and then I'm dropping it down. I might even leave some of that, because it looks a little bit more realistic. I'm trying not to get paint all over the place. I'm not even sure I'm succeeding. I hope I am. Anyway, so yeah, I think I like this effect a bit more. Don't move. Okay. I do like that line there. I might put a little bit more and let it, that's gonna take longer to dry. I don't care. Shall we do it here? Let's do it here. Yeah. Let's see how this works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't matter because I'm gonna do patchwork with it. So I do have enough fabric and pieces like this to do some of it with fabric, some of it with the paint and some of it without the paint. So you can actually see the different strokes. This is the first time I've ever done this and I kind of like it. Okay, I'm gonna leave this one like that. Obviously this is gonna take a little longer to dry, but as I say, my dog isn't here, so it's kind of nice that she's not gonna be bothered once this has been dried. So I have a silver and a gold. I'm gonna make one more with a bronze. I don't know, the copper. I could put a little bit of copper here. Oops, well, that isn't a bit. Let's see. Oh, okay. Got a mixture of copper and silver. I don't mind. Because the whole point of this is that I'm gonna do like a collage of the fabrics. Okay. I'm gonna try the bronze. I'm gonna try the bronze now. And I think I might, after this, I think I have enough pieces to do my bag and maybe a little pouch, because you always need a little pouch. Okay, so this is really nice. I like the bronze on this denim. Yeah. I like how much coverage this one gives. Okay. See, I don't actually like, I don't know if you can see the difference. So that's bronze and that is copper. And the copper doesn't seem to be nice on the light or nice on the dark. So I might just put a little bit more of a copper here. I don't think, yeah, maybe just clean the fat there. No, I'm gonna put a little bit. No, not copper. I was picking up the copper again. Let's do a little bit of it. Yeah, every time I say a little bit, half of the bottle goes out. Right. Yeah, I like this color more. Okay, so I hope in 24 hours it's gonna be enough. I'm gonna go and clean all of this, let this to dry, and hopefully tomorrow morning this is gonna be dry enough for me to start cutting. I'm gonna have to find out how to clean the acrylic. It's probably just a question of washing it, the brush. Okay, so that there is that one. That's the bronze. And then I have the gold, the silver, and the other pieces. I think, oh no! Okay, that could have been bad. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's get on with this. Let's tidy up this mess. And look, my coffee is waiting for me. I really like this piece. I love how the paint did this little, it looks like the trousers when you wear the trousers and there are the wrinkles on the trousers. Okay, so the idea is to have quite a few straps and then start stitching them and then maybe cut them in half after stitched and mix up the colors. that's the idea. Okay, let me show you what I've been doing. What I start doing is I start making some kind of patches of fabric. So I started stitching these two, then I put this one in here, then this one in here. I'm gonna clean up this, make it like a straight line, and probably add it to another piece. Basically, what I do is I start putting different colors together. So that's the gold, no, that's the bronze, that's the gold, and that's the silver. And the same thing with this. Just making like blocks, I guess, and then see how I want to attach them together. The fabrics are different. This is very, very thick, and this is a lot more supple, but it doesn't really matter because it's all going to be backed up anyway. So I have done, as you can see here, I have not only stitched them, but also top stitched them. So the fabrics itself will be much stronger. And also I changed to this tan color because I think it emulates the, you know, the denim color. So basically what I'm going to do is to see how it look best. So for instance, from here, I might cut this bit here, make it straight, and then maybe add it this way. Maybe add it here, like that. Yeah, I like that combination. Although I don't want these two being together at the same place, I might actually add these. I think I have these two. Okay. I might want to choose another piece for here first. Maybe a gold. Maybe I stitch this one first here, and then I stitch that. I still haven't figured it out. I just go along. Oh, this is a gold one. Let's do that. Maybe I do that actually. Yeah, I like that combination. So I'm just going to stitch this one here, top stitch it, and then carry on building the block. So once I have like a piece that I like this, what I might do is start going around adding other pieces with other colors, like this one. This is one of my favorite, the silver on dark and the bronze on dark and the gold on dark. But I might even have a look cutting them a little bit shorter and make some of it not with such a big long straps, but a little bit shorter. I don't have a plan. That's what I'm saying. So this one I cut it small, and I might do like you know, the log cabin block where you attach one piece here, then a one piece there, and then you go around and around. So I might do that with this one. It all depends. You know, I try not to put too much bulk. Like I might cut this off as much as it's nice. I might cut it off because on the machine I don't want a needle to break and, you know, jump on my face. So basically, this is what I do. I just create a few patches that I like. I normally choose something I like. Like I like this piece and I like these three pieces. And obviously I have three colors, the bronze, the silver, and the gold. I have a little bit of the copper, but let's not talk about the copper. So I did this patch, and then as I was talking to you, I realized that actually I do like these two together. But the truth is, I might like them two together. I might actually make that smaller and make that piece smaller, or I might make it wider. Once I stitch that, I might actually cut it through the middle and do something else, because the whole point is to create a nice collage, a nice composition. This piece here has the three colors, but they are I mean, they're really nice, but they're kind of boring. So chances are I'm gonna cut it in half and then use a and then put a big one attached like that. I don't know which color that might be. I might try to make a color that is a different contrast, like this one, for instance. See the combination? It looks really nice. These three colors with this one looks much nicer than if I was to put this silver one that I picked first, because the silver one has silver already on the top, so it's not as interesting. So I don't have a pattern, I don't have an idea. I just start sewing and cutting, and when I like this, I'm definitely gonna cut because it's beautiful, but I don't like the three stripes all the way down. So that's how my brain works.
or doesn't. That's how my brain does things. Let's leave it at that. Let me crack on. Oh, I tell you what, remember this one I make in when I was painting, and I said, oh, I really like the big. I'm gonna be using that. I'm gonna be using that now. Actually, I really like this piece. I might stitch it to something like this, and then or some gold. Even with I left the selvage of the denim because it's beautiful. So I might do the same thing as I was just telling you. I might stitch these three and then cut them in half and do something else with it. So I probably have enough here to make the one big bag and one of the smaller ones, or a pouch. Let's see. So I just attach these two here, and I quite like to leave just a little sliver of the copper, sorry, bronze. I keep on saying copper. So the whole piece is still there. And I really like how the piece looks like now. See? So the silver is here, the gold is there, the copper is there, kind of, and I left the selvage of the denim. I kind of do the composition like that. Now I'm gonna cut this piece and I'm gonna put it back into the little stash of things I've got around, and carry on building up the bag. But I really, really like this panel already as it is now. So I think this will be my front. So I'm going to cut this on and carry on adding. I'm just trying to give you an idea of how I make my pieces of patchwork. So what I've done is I have put one very big long piece because the zipper or the opening is going to be here. I don't know if I'm going to put a zipper yet, but I much rather not have all these ends at the top because it's much more difficult to do the bag. I am absolutely loving the patchwork. Now I'm going to finish this area here and attach it to one of the sides. I think this is my front panel, and then I'm going to be working on this one to create the other panel. I don't know which one. I absolutely love them both. I think this was such a good idea. I'm so pleased with it. I can't wait to see the bag finished now. So much for trying to get a bag out of the cat softs. This is all that is left, which is not a lot actually. All the seams from the, crazy patchwork really take a lot of fabric. Mind you, the bag is also very big. So that's one piece, one of the front and back, I don't know. I think it's gonna be more or less the same. That's the other piece. I love that bit there. It looks like a brick almost. I love that bit there. I take my time to do the pieces because I absolutely love the patchwork. Then I use this IKEA bedding because it's so cute. I put a pocket and I stitch two lines, so you have 3 pockets with the size for the keys and your phone goes straight down there. And yeah, I find that super easy to use. I also done the D rings. I just like the messiness of a little bit of silver and a little bit of brown and all the stitching around. This is probably going to be mostly covered inside the bag anyway. And that is the strap. I have only one side. I haven't finished the second side because I want to know how long I want it. I'm not going to have it extendable, just over the shoulder. So once I've done the bag, I'll measure the size of the strap and make it make it to my size, the one that I want. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I pick one of the sides, it doesn't matter which one, and I'm gonna stitch these tags at the same distance, both of them. So that's ready. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put a blue or red zipper. Hold on. So I have these zippers. Only the red and the black and white are long enough. These two are lovely, but they're way too short. So these two are not going. It's a shame because I really like these ones. I do like the red because it's kind of, oof. Okay, the red is almost too short too. This one is definitely long enough. The one thing I don't like from these ones is that you really need to be careful sewing because their teeth are, they're plastic, but they are so big. Yeah, I mean, I could put a tag and make it differently, but I don't know if the red looks a little bit too snug. I could just put a tag. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use the red and I'm gonna attach a couple of tags. So let me do that first. Okay, so actually decided to use the black and white, and I just attach a couple of tags here because it's easier to deal with this little bit here first than dealing with it when I'm doing the bag. So that's much easier. Anyway, I'm just gonna tag these ones first and then just stitch it all together. I'll show you when it's finished. I cannot wait. That took some work. I absolutely love the bag, the art of the patchwork, making all the pieces, painting it. This is being a labor of love. As my bag, see if you can see it. I could carry now my computer. Sometimes I have to carry my partner's computer because he goes running. He's a triathlete. So he goes running and I have to carry his stuff as well. So sometimes I have more than one. So I reinforced the sides. I reinforced the handle. I put the black and white zipper because I thought it would be the nicest. And inside is fully lined. I put some fabric just so it has a little bit of weight. With my 3 pockets, I am absolutely over the moon. I'm really happy. I'm not sure about the handle. I don't know if it's too long. Maybe I'm trying to do a little bit longer. So if I wear a coat in the winter, there's plenty of space. But I don't know if you can. Sorry, my dog is walking around. I don't know if you can see it. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'll do some close-ups and some pictures so you can see what I've done. But I just wanted, this is the sort of bag that I love to make the most, which is the bag itself is the textiles for me. It's quite heavy because I put the same backing as I've been putting for the other bags. And considering how much leather there is, maybe I should have done a lighter one. It doesn't really matter. The machine was a little bit complaining a couple of times. I still did it, but it was a little bit. I'm super, super happy. I'm gonna take some pictures and show it. I don't even know if I will offer this type of bags because there's so much work. I loved the textile, but to make the fabrics and then make the patchwork, that was quite a job. I also like to make the stripe like this. Basically, that's the raw edge of the denim. It won't come undone because it's triple stitched. And then there's the black on the other side. So there's a little bit more going on. Same thing as the tags here. I know I keep on saying, every time I finish something, I keep on saying that's my favorite. I think this is my favorite. I don't know if I would replicate it. I still have a few pieces, not much. Not much at all. I thought I would have some pieces. I mean, I guess if I was to do a little bit more of a lesser patchwork, a little bit more of a straight patchwork, I probably could have at least the size of a bag or a smaller bag. But yeah, it's all done now. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.